Hello and welcome back to another episode of PokeArchives. In this episode we're looking at Ekans, so let's get started, shall we? Ekans is number 23 in the Kanto and National Pokedexes, and is also number 50 in the Johto Pokedex. It is the Snake Pokemon, and is simply a Poison type. If we first look at Ekans' abilities, it can have three: Intimidate, Shed Skin, and its hidden ability, Unnerve. Intimidate reduces the opponent's attack by one stage when Ekans is sent out into battle. Shed Skin allows Ekans to cure itself of a status ailment at the end of each turn, or a possibility of curing itself. And Unnerve makes the opponent unable to eat its own held berry, so very good in gym battles, I would assume. Ekans can be found in several of the games, for example in Red in Routes 4, 11 and 23, also in Gold and Silver, and in Crystal, and also in Fire Red. It can also be found in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum with it via the Fire Red dongle, and in several locations in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It is not available in any of the Generation 5 games apart from the Dream World. If we take a quick look at Ekans' base stats, we can see it has a high attack stat and a fairly high speed stat, but a very low health point stat, so it's not really something you'd send into tank towns, as you would say. In line with its high attack stat, defeating Ekans will yield you 1 attack EV, and it is in the field and dragon routes for breeding, taking a minimum of 5,355 steps to hatch an egg. Looking at how different type moves affect Ekans, we can see because it is a ground type, it is weak to ground and psychic attacks, and is resistant against fighting, poison, bug and grass type attacks. You can now see Ekans' learn set for Generation 5 on screen, and you can see that it learns a fair amount of poison type moves and also some normal type moves, learning 1 ground type move and 1 ice type move, and 1 dark type move. You can now see the TM and HMs that Ekans can learn in Generation 5. There's a very wide variety here, again some poison type moves, also some ground, fire, dark, and rock and ground again. Now the moves that Ekans can learn through breeding are now shown. Again there's some more poison moves here, and also some as a ghost move and some dark type moves. Finally, via tutoring, Ekans can learn Aqua Tail and stuff like Iron Tail, and even stuff like Dark Pulse. As Ekans is not fully evolved, I'm not going to do a competitive battling section on it for this episode. So on to looking at Ekans' evolution line. It evolves into Arbok at level 22. This is a fairly low level, as Arbok is quite a strong Pokemon, as you can find out by watching its archive, which is coming very soon. Finally, onto some trivia for Ekans. In the Pokemon Red and Blue Beta, Ekans was originally known as Arbo. This is of course its romanized Japanese name. And Ekans was originally going to be featured in Pokemon Snap, as it was shown in an early test shot of the environment, but was never featured in the final product. This was the same as Arbok to evolution. Ekans is one of the 14 Pokemon that one can collect foreign Pokedex entries for in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. In the early official artwork for Ekans, it was shown having all the bands on its body being yellow, as opposed to just one. This was removed later when official art was released. Despite in-game text stating that young Ekans' bites are the least dangerous because of having poison, in real life, young snake bites are the most dangerous because they not only can secrete venom, but they inject all of their venom in a single bite due to their inability to control their body. So that's it for this episode, guys. A short one because Ekans is, a non-evolved Pokemon. But again, obviously you can check out Arbok for its evolution. So yeah, we'll see you next time, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and of course, subscribe.